Hello, hello. Welcome to all of my Sagittarians. How are you? Welcome to your reading for August. This is for August 2021 for my Sagittarius sun, moons, and risings. Ooh. And I'm just starting to pull some cards for you here. Oh my gosh. You guys are gonna have such an eventful August. Just like the cards that came out so far. Oh my gosh. Anyways, before we get into this, I just want to remind you to make sure that you're watching for your sun, moon, and rising signs. I'll be posting them all. I'm trying to do them one at a time. So they should be up by the time that August is. So make sure you're really watching for your sun, moon, and rising. If this message doesn't resonate with you, that is why, because you need to be watching for your full astrological dashboard of what's going to be going on during August for you. But if you're that rare sign that is a Sagittarius sun, moon, and rising, then this is definitely your message. Yeah. And just so you know as well, I'm trying to make it to 100 subscribers on YouTube. So if you want to help me along my journey and, get your readings on time on the way, make sure that you are subscribing and liking and sharing as well. Liking and sharing and subscribing is how I know that your sign should come first the next month. So if you want your sign to come out first, make sure that you're really liking, subscribing, and sharing, and make sure you're turning on that notification bell when you do subscribe to make sure that you get my videos on time. So, for my Sages, let's start. So, you got here King of Swords energy, right? So at this time, you could find yourself very decisive, making your moves, making whatever moves you are. They're going to be logical, they're going to be steadfast, and they're going to not really have that much emotion put into it, right? Like you could be definitely acting based off your passions, but you're acting in such a logical way. It's more like logistics. How am I going to do A and B? Like how am I going to put this together? Where do we go from here? Things like that. So it's definitely in the I'm feeling for you like in a planning mood. Like there's something that you're really putting together, and I love this energy for you because, especially coming up, you've got the Ace of Pentacles. So it looks like money. Money is definitely in your area for August, okay? You're coming into it. The Ace of Pentacles is usually about receiving some sort of gift, some sort of inheritance, like some large sum of money that is coming to you. So if you have Sag in your sun, moon, or rising and you were thinking about some money coming in, this is definitely the card for you. As well as you have the lovers here. So you might be getting into some romance as well. For the month of August. The lovers don't necessarily need to mean, romance. It can also mean friendship. It also means like, just harmony with another person. So you could be experiencing even financial harmony with another person. Maybe if you're in business together. It's usually the Two of Cups that's about partnership, but I like the lovers card for partnership when it's next to pentacles, because it really like brings out the essence that you can't have one without the other, right? You have to cooperate, you have to create some sort of relationship when you want something to work with another person, right? So I love that energy for you. What I also see though is you're coming in here with the Four of Cups. So this energy could be maybe you towards the mid to late month, really feeling like there could be more that you're doing. There could be something else, not necessarily anxious energy, but definitely more in the realm of like, I really see you maybe like I want to say you're tired of the same old, same old. Like, one thing I can say about Sagittarius placements is y'all are always on some new stuff, right? So it could just be that you are sick and tired of the offering that you're giving out now. If this is about a business, if this is about like some sort of monetary opportunity, like, it is a part of it that sometimes things will get boring, right? That's just the way that it is. But it's still your dream. It still can be exciting again. You just have to make sure that you're recognizing the opportunity in the back. That opportunity can even just be gratitude for everything that you've like done so far, right? Everything before you. And you're also coming in here with the Six of Cups, which is why I'm really feeling like this energy is more on you. Like maybe you're looking back as well on like things that you used to do. Maybe you used to be more fun and now you've settled into a different way of being now that you're running your own thing, or now that you've gotten to a place where you wanted to get. Maybe you've become a new person and you're really like looking back on the person that you used to be. Nothing wrong with that. I think that's very healthy. It's very good to be cognizant and aware of where you came from, right? And then lastly, we have the Prince of Swords as well here. So it looks like, some sharp communication that's going to be happening. Once again, very logical based. You're coming in as the King of Swords, and then we ended with the Prince of Swords here. So definitely you're commanding. You're definitely like, I don't want to say that you're turning heads, but you're definitely coming off very, I want to say on their stuff, very precise. That's the kind of energy the Prince of Swords has. And I just want to pull, because these are some fantastic cards, right? So I just want to pull some more for the Four of Cups and the Six of Cups here. Okay, what is this feeling of maybe missing out or just boredom? Okay, this card did come out like this. Okay. Okay, let's try it again. Can I have two more cards with the Four of Cups? I really want to know. Like, what is this maybe opportunity that you're not getting, that you're missing out on or something? I don't want to say missing out on, but like, why do you feel like you're in this Four of Cups energy? Okay, one more, and then we'll go into interpretation. Oop. Yeah. So you got the Four of Cups clarified by the Three of Wands in reverse, the Chariot, and the Four of Swords. Yeah, so I'm thinking this definitely has to do with the lack of choices right now. It's like you want to move forward, you want to get things going, get things like, really off the ground, or if they're already off the ground, you want to keep going onto the next thing, or, pushing forward. But it seems that you're pushed into actually this waiting period where you're like, come on, I'm trying to get things going. Why do I have to wait? Why do I have to like let people set into the new thing before I start the next thing? Why can't I just go on? Why can't I just do this and that? That's a very good question. It seems like you're not really a fan, which is why this Four of Cups is here. Why is the Six of Cups here as well? What are you looking back on? You have so much abundance, and yet. Okay. Some of you may have been, and I don't even know if this is right, but some of you also may have been religious, and you're looking back on the fact that you maybe switched religions, or maybe you want to get back into that kind of energy. Maybe you profited off a lot of that energy. I just need, oh, I got two cards. Wow. Okay. When I asked what you were looking back on with this Six of Cups energy, a couple of cards came out. So you got the High Priest. So that's why I feel like you may have been, religious or with some sort of institution in the past. That's what you're looking back on. But you also got the Ten of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups and the Queen of Swords. So for me, this is looking back on energy where you think you were happier. You may have had a life that was set a certain way where you didn't really have to think about the next thing or whatever because you just had it all, right? You had emotional stability, you had physical stability, you had a lot of money maybe, you were making the right decisions in your mind, and everything was on maybe a schedule with an institution or something like that. So that's what you're really looking back on. That's why you're in this energy of like, I want to move forward. I want to do the next thing because you felt like you were so much more structured back then, that you did so much more, that you had so much more. And now you're kind of wondering like, So what's next? Now that I've gotten to this place, what else can I do? That's very fair. That's very fair energy, right? And that's why you're coming off of this logical one as well. You're trying to figure out what exactly that is, what exactly your future looks like for you. The last thing I want to do is clarify this lovers card because whenever the lovers appear, I'm like, is it love? Is it? Ooh. Haha, juggling lovers. So you may have been juggling lovers or partnerships or a situation, but you're benefiting in the long run if this was a juggling act or this is a juggling act. Yeah, you're ooh. Yeah. So on the lovers, you got the 2 of Pentacles as well as the Fool and then the 2 of Wands as well. So, yeah, this was definitely like you had some sort of choice and then some sort of new beginning. You were definitely like you were balancing 2 ideas or 2 things at once, and then you went with whatever offered you the best new beginning. Because, like I said, you're trying to keep pushing forward, but you're also looking back at the past a lot while you're keep pushing forward because you feel like you had so much more back then. You didn't have to work as much. Everything may have come in like way easier to you because it was already set up. And now that you're making your own way, it's like, ugh, why do I have to wait? Why am I in this waiting period? I just want to go. I just want to keep going. Yeah, that's what I'm seeing here. Very interesting. And I'm just going to go ahead and just pull one of these Archangel Raphael tarot cards. I just want to be able to give you something practical to take with you into August because your energy is very good. It just seems like a lot of reminiscing, really, than issues. Because you're doing pretty well. You got the Ace of Pentacles. Like, you know what I mean? You had it all in the past. You're still building your future. It seems like, things are really going your way. So here's some things that you can keep in mind. Some practical things just for you. I love these cards for that. And no, I'm not 100% religious. I'm more like spiritual. I love these cards for something good to do. Ooh, okay. So you got these 2 cards. You have fresh air and forgiveness heals. So for these cards, I'm feeling something like intuitively. So for fresh air, I feel like it's telling you that you need to like just breathe. Like take a second, maybe appreciate everything that you've built so far, how far you've come, how far there maybe is to go and what you want to accomplish, and just stay in that middle area, just take a deep breath and just try to be in the moment rather than trying to push the moment to another moment if you can. And then with forgiveness heals, once again, like I really strongly feel like you may have come from like a religious background or something where you were very much kept in line, like very strict or something. And I think this is talking about maybe forgiving yourself, right? Especially if you feel like you had so much more in the past and you're looking back towards it. Forgive yourself as well. You did what was best for you, and I'm sure that there's a reason why you did it, right? So don't be don't be looking back with regret. You definitely made the right moves. And I didn't even have to ask for any enchanted map tarot cards because 2 just fell out for you. Yeah. You got Gentle Gardener and also Making a Choice. And with these 2 cards intuitively, first of all, this 30 on the top, I've just been getting into numerology, by the way. So this 30 on the top can be 3 plus 0, which is 3. And 3 is the number of creativity. So I feel like this choice that you made was in regards to your creativity. You may have had, once again, like I said, 2 ideas. You may have been juggling 2 ideas, 2 creative ideas, especially because you got the 2 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands. And that's when you had to make this choice. And you know what? I don't feel like there was a bad choice in what you made. There was just a choice that you're making now instead of the other choice. But I don't think any choice was inherently bad in itself. I think you just had some options and you chose the best option for you. Once again, you're thinking rationally. You're making logical decisions, right? Or at least trying your best to. So I think you were definitely on the right path. And then you also got Gentle Gardener. Why do I think this pairs so well with the Fresh Air card? Do you see this? So this could literally mean that, hey, maybe you need to do some gardening. Maybe it would help if you stepped outside and just had some fresh air and just put your hands in the dirt and like grounded yourself. You know what I mean? Especially since it's gentle gardener, like maybe you really need to ground yourself in the moment. Really stop moving and start appreciating and just sitting in this greatness that you've created. Take some time for yourself if you can this month, you know? And then the second thing that I think this is about, the gentle gardener, is also about the fact that even though you've planted all these seeds, you know what I mean? Even though you've planted all these seeds and you're waiting for it to maybe grow bigger than what you originally expected and that you know it can be, once again, I think it's just you're in this waiting period for a reason, right? Like, this energy is here for a reason. Maybe it's time to not completely relax, but at least time to like stop and smell the flowers. Something like that. You've got to really like keep yourself, I don't know, grounded. I feel like that's the biggest thing here. Ground yourself. Try and get out, get some fresh air. Really try to put like effort into taking care of yourself. Now that you've taken care of business, take care of yourself. Or you're going to burn yourself out, you know? Yeah. So that was your reading for today, Sagittarius Sun, Moon, and Risings. That was your reading for August, and I hope this resonated with you. If it did, please leave me a comment below, like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that notification bell if you want to see when the next video is coming out, as well as help me get to my 100 subscribers goal if you can. And yeah, I hope to see you in the next video.